So, you're thinking about moving to Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, and you want to know, how much money do I need to make to be able to afford living in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're going to look at 3 different neighborhoods in 3 different price points, and we're going to break it down. If you were to get a mortgage in this current environment with principal and interest, taxes, insurance, and these POA fees, which are property owner association fees, how much exactly would you need to make? So don't go anywhere. We're getting started right now. Do you want to know everything there is to know about the South Carolina Low Country? Whether it's Bluffton, Beaufort, Hilton Head Island, or Jasper County, then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about everything happening here. My name is David Simcox, host of the channel and a local realtor. I get calls and emails every day from people just like you and you and you and you looking to make their move here, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 3 days, 3 months, or 3 years, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or even book a Zoom call, all in the description below, so I can help you find your low country lifestyle. All right, so we are doing a little series here, and I did this one already for Bluffton. Now we're moving on to Hilton Head. And this is going to be, how much do I need to make to live in various neighborhoods on Hilton Head Island? Now I know there's a lot of people that move to Hilton Head Island and they pay cash, so this video is not for you. But if you are going to need to put a mortgage on your property, this will kind of give you a rough estimate of ballpark figures. Now I am using several assumptions. I am assuming a 10% down payment, and I'm also assuming a 7% interest rate. Now, I know you might be watching this video even 3 months, 3 years from now, and so the rates could be very different. So again, this is just kind of a hypothetical situation, and I also know that some people put more money down. I know that some people do VA loans and they do 100%, but these are just some generalities that we're going to keep consistent across all these scenarios. And again, there are many, many great neighborhoods on Hilton Head Island, and I'm only choosing 3 for illustration purposes, so you can kind of get a feel for how this stuff breaks down. So without further ado, we're going to jump inside my computer and we're going to look at 3 neighborhoods. All right, so now we are inside my neighborhood and inside my computer. I'm sorry about that. And if you don't know Hilton Head Island, this is Hilton Head Island right here. And if I zoom out, you'll see it's near Savannah, Georgia, and not too far from Charleston, South Carolina, here on the eastern seaboard. So if I zoom way out, you can kind of see where we're at in relation to the entire United States. But I zoom in, and the first neighborhood that we're going to look at is Hilton Head Plantation. And Hilton Head Plantation is actually the 2nd largest neighborhood in all of Hilton Head. And it's also people that pretty much, this is their primary home, or they're living here most of the year. There are absolutely no short-term rentals allowed in this neighborhood. So these are people really living and making their life on Hilton Head Island. And in the past year, there were 181 sales in this one neighborhood. Now I'm going to jump over to this screen and let me go to, just real quick, just a couple photos here so you can get a feel for the architecture. There's one. And again, these are ones that already sold, so I'm just giving you a rough idea. We'll just go through maybe 5 or 6 of these. There you go. And then if I skip over to a little more expensive, there you go. And here's one. And then if we go all the way to the far end of the spectrum, here's a $4 million one, all in this one neighborhood. So anyway, really great neighborhood. They have some amazing amenities. They've got resort style swimming pools, and I've actually made videos specifically about this neighborhood. So if you want to go watch that, you can learn everything there is to know about Hilton Head Plantation. But that's not the point of this video. We are going to start looking at numbers, okay? So in Hilton Head Plantation, the average sale was $850,000. Now, that means if you are putting 10% down, you would be putting $85,000 down. And your principal and interest payment would be $5,090 per month. Your taxes would be, again, this is an estimate, and I'm going off of Beaufort County tax calculator website. So if you ever want to look this up, you can go to this website right here, and you can type in the property value, and you can go to the district. And again, these are assuming that this is your primary resident, not a second home, and it will give you the taxes. So assuming taxes are $365 per month, and your insurance, again, just an estimate, $283 per month. And then your POA fee. So your POA fee is your property owner association fee, or the regime fee. This is basically the cost to live in the neighborhood and use all of the amenities. And almost every single neighborhood in the South Carolina Low Country has some kind of POA fee. So the POA fee here is $109 per month if you break it out over 12 months. So your total payment to live in an average size home in Hilton Head Plantation would be $5,847 per month. Now, the way that banks usually look at this is they usually say, okay, you need to make at least 3 times that amount to qualify for that mortgage. Again, there's other factors here. These are just some very basic rules. So that would mean that as a household, you would need to make about $17,541 per month, or a household income of $210,492. Or if you are in a 2-income family, you would each need to make about $105,000. So that is a summary of Hilton Head Plantation. Now we're moving on to the next neighborhood. All right, we are back inside my computer, and this next neighborhood is called Long Cove. And Long Cove is a very exclusive, private, gated golf club community. And we're going one level up in the kind of the price and the monthly outlay. But you've got a very exclusive private golf course that only the folks that live in here or are members can play at. And they have an absolutely incredible waterfront area down here with a marina. You can see I just zoomed in, and you can see all the boats docked down at the marina. And again, this is on Hilton Head Island, and they have some very, very beautiful homes here. So last year total, Long Cove only had 18 sales, so not a ton of inventory. Let me pop over here so you can get a feel for what some of the homes look like. Again, these have already sold, so I'm just showing you for illustration purposes. There you go. Let's look at a couple more. That one's nice. And there you go. So that is Long Cove. Now, Long Cove, the average sales price in Long Cove is $995,000. And so if you assumed 10% down, that would mean that you're putting $99,500 down. And then your principal and interest payment, again, assuming about a 7% interest rate right now in the current market condition. Yours may be higher or lower depending on what the market's doing and what your particular scenario is. But principal and interest would be about $5,958 per month. Your taxes would be about $427 per month if this is your primary residence. So keep in mind that that is different if this is a second home, and you can talk to me about that if that is the case. Your insurance, about $331 per month. And the POA fee, all right, because this is an exclusive private golf club yachting community, your POA fee is higher. So your POA fee is $1,452 per month. So that brings the grand total to $8,168 per month for your housing payment, which would mean to qualify, you would probably need to make about 3 times that. So you're looking at about $24,500 $504 per month, or you would need to make about $294,000 per year household income. Or if you're in a 2-income family, $147,000 each, roughly. Again, I know lots of people move to Long Cove and they pay cash. So this is only if you're considering using bank financing. So that is Long Cove. And now we're going to jump into the last and final neighborhood. All right, so now we are inside my computer and we are in a neighborhood called Wexford. And this is actually the next door neighbor to Long Cove. So we just looked at Long Cove right here, and right next door is Wexford. And again, it is a private, exclusive, gated golf club community. The thing that is really cool about Wexford is it has a marina inside the community, and it's controlled by a lock system. So once the water's in there, it remains the same level, so it's safer for you to store your boat inside these waterways. And some of the homes have docks behind the house, as you can see, but they also have a marina right here down by the amenity center. Again, world-class golf, tennis, fitness, everything you could want in a private club. Again, we've got individual videos on these neighborhoods, so I'm not going to go into a great amount of detail about this. But in the past year, Wexford had 33 transactions. And let's just pop over here to these photos just so you can get a feel for what some of these homes look like. And these have already sold. So this is all public information that you can find on Zillow or Realtor.com or Trulia or anything like that. And so we'll go to the third page. We'll look at some of the higher priced ones. Very nice. And there you go. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to pop back over here to the map while we talk about some of these numbers. So Wexford, as I mentioned, 33 sales last year. The average sales price in Wexford was $2,887,500. So if you put 10% down, that would be $288,750 down. And then if you were financing the remainder of that, probably on a jumbo loan at this point, your principal and interest payment would be $17,290. And your property taxes would be about $1,240 per month. Your insurance, again, just an estimate, I'm not an insurance provider, but about $962 per month. And this one, your POA fee or your property owner association fee, again, because this is a very high-end, exclusive, private neighborhood with yachting and golf and all the bells and whistles, your POA fee is $1,713 per month, which would bring the grand total to $21,203 per month, all in, to live in an average size home in Wexford. Which would mean that in order to qualify for that, you'd probably need to make about $63,000 per month, which would mean that you need to make a household income of about $763,000 per year. Or if you're on a 2-income household, you'd each be making about $381,000 per year. All right, so again, I know I've been around for quite a while, and I know if you're buying in Wexford or you're buying in Long Cove, many people pay cash, and many people, this is not their primary home. A lot of them have a second, third, fourth home all over the country, maybe in Aspen, maybe in Vail, maybe in Montana, wherever. So some of these numbers would be different if this is your second home, because the tax rate is going to be different for you. But anyway, just wanted to show you that from an illustrative purpose, for illustrative purposes, and kind of break down some of those numbers. So I hope you enjoyed looking at 3 of these neighborhoods in Hilton Head Island, or on Hilton Head Island, however you want to say that. If I can help you find your low country lifestyle, please give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or even book a Zoom call, all in the description below, so I can help you find your low country lifestyle. And again, if you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest happening here, be sure and like, subscribe, and tap that bell for notifications so you'll know every time I drop a new video. It's been an absolute pleasure spending time with you today. Again, my name is David Simcox, host of the channel and a local real estate agent here in the South Carolina Lowcountry. And I hope to meet you in person at some point, but if not, tune in and I will see you on the next video.